Hey everybody, this is Marley K. Hope you all are well. I have a video that I would like for you to watch, and I will give my commentary on it afterwards. But it is basically about the digitalization of our society and how long this plan has been implemented. And what we're seeing today has been in the works for a couple of decades. And so as you see it, and it seems as though it's happening all so quickly and so um, just nonstop. Just there's one thing after the next. You're learning, you're learning, you're learning. It's kind of like all these different pieces that I've been sharing with you over the last couple of months. It's not all of it, but it's a huge portion of it. But this video details the overarching plan and then how those plans are being implemented locally and why it is so important for you to one, get out of the cities if you're in the cities, if you're able to. Two, if you are in the cities and not able to leave, you need to really be thinking about how you're going to live strategically, because you're going to be under constant surveillance. Three, how we're all going to dumb down our lives. And when I say dumb down, I don't necessarily mean like be dumb. I just mean how are we going to navigate uh, de-digitalizing our lives. How are we going to decrease our digital footprints? Because that's the thing that is going to have us being tracked and marked. And then lastly, how are we going to wake up people? Because people are just sleepwalking into this. And as you'll find here in this video, a lot of people in America don't even know what's going on. So I'm going to play it, and we'll talk about it afterwards. I got to start it back over.
This is a plan that was agreed to by 179 nations. It's called the Agenda for the 21st Century. It's a totalitarian state being developed right now all over the world. It is the inventory and control plan. Inventory and control of all land, all water, all minerals, all plants, all animals, all construction, all means of production, all food, all energy, all information, and all human beings in the world. And this is a plan that was agreed to by 179 nations back in 1992. It's a United Nations plan. It's called the Agenda for the 21st Century. And so many of us around the world think that, well, sustainable development, it just sounds so great. Isn't it about recycling and creative reuse and creating energy and food resources for everyone? And the answer is no, it really is not. It's about moving populations into city centers, concentrated city centers, and clearing them out of the rural areas. All systems have to be brought into harmony in order to control them all. Because when systems don't meet, when they're out of balance or not in sync with one another, they can't be controlled centrally. And the goal of Agenda 21 is one world government and total control from the central unit. Every nation that signed on to Agenda 21 has its local Agenda 21 plan. People in the United States are completely unaware of this. If I go out and talk about this, the United States press will attacks me and calls me, which is it's totally ridiculous. It is a, but it's not a theory. It's a fact. The three pillars of United Nations Agenda 21 are economy, ecology, and equity, the three E's. And everyone sort of thinks that they know what that means, the idea of social equity. It must mean that, well, everyone's going to have access to clean water and clean air, and no one's property is going to be used as a dumping ground because they are at a poverty level. But really, what social equity is about is about impoverishing huge portions of the population and bringing down the developed nations. Everything that we're looking at now is destined to collapse our economies. It's a totalitarian state being developed right now all over the world. And what major corporations want in this development is to be able to have full movement of workers without borders or boundaries, to be able to move their goods through without regulations, and to reduce wages. And so this is the goal. So this is what you find with social equity. And of course, economy and ecology is about, these are the three circles: economy, ecology, and social equity. And where they meet in the center is balance. But really, that balance is a communitarian balance. So it's not balance of well being of the people. What it is it's a balance for corporations so that they can exploit and control and have populations in an area, in tightly packed, dense areas, so that they can be surveilled and managed. And this is what that balance looks like as far as the development of totalitarian state is. The mainstream media is owned by five major corporations, and you're not going to get this information from the mainstream press. So you need to be your own press. You need to educate yourself. You need to get out there and educate your neighbors, your community, your real community. You need to help your children understand that they're being indoctrinated from pre kindergarten to postgraduate school. All of us have a responsibility to ourselves and to others. This is true community, to work for personal freedom. And always remember that even though we work as a group, if we do work as a group, we're all individuals in those groups, and we answer only to ourselves. And this is essential. It's essential as free human beings. This is what we are. We are free, and we need to continue to be free. And I do believe that we will win, but we have to become aware that there is a fight, and then make our friends and our neighbors and our community aware as well, and work together.
All right. And so this video will be in the description. It was on Twitter from on the site for Truth, Seek for Truth. And, um, you know, people are trying to do their parts to wake up the masses. And because, we're fighting a technocracy, it's very difficult to get the word out to people. Like, for instance, I had to make this video. This is like my third time because I will test the audio when I start, and then when I finish, I check it. There's no sound. Like, we are fighting an uphill battle if you are trying to warn people about what is coming. Now, if I want to bash black women, if I want to bash black men, if I want to do TikTok videos, if I want to give commentary on some stupid stuff, I can get, um, you know, views out the yin yang. If I'm trying to tell you about how they are trying to kill us, how they want you to live in these city centers, how they are trying to kill off all the animals because they don't want you to eat meat, they don't want you to have a gas stove, they want you to have smart appliances so that they can control them and monitor you, I can't get any attention. I can't get people to share it. I can't get it viewed. And so we are fighting an uphill battle. And what you're finding is there are so many people who just are willfully ignorant. They love being just unaware, and that's what these people are relying on. But this system is getting ready to go into overdrive. When they collapse America, it's a wrap. The globe is going to go into a totalitarian state. We're going to go into global enslavement. It's going to be Hunger Games in big cities. People with means are going to be leaving those areas, trying to go wherever they can to find resources outside of those areas. And so it's going to be a challenge for those of us who live outside of the city centers to keep ourselves safe as well. You're not going to be safe just because you don't live in a city. All of us are going to be tested, but you can't just assume that you're going to be okay because we don't know when they're going to flip the switch. If you're paying attention, the chaos is going as planned. It's a lot of different things in a lot of different places and things that are just beyond our control. So we got to do what we can do to address the things that are within our control, like watching our local governments and bringing attention to smart laws and smart legislation that is going to enslave us locally. And most importantly, just continue to pray, seek the Most High for guidance, not be fearful because they are motivated. They want us to be afraid. So we can't be afraid. We got to use our voices. We got to fight back. We got to challenge them. We got to use that power and authority that is in us, placed in us by the Most High to fight, the devil, because that's basically what this system is. We're fighting the last system. We're fighting tyranny. We're we're fighting, principalities. This is a spiritual battle as much as it is a battle for our physical survival. And not that we should be, overly concerned about our physical bodies because we're going to be persecuted no matter what. But at the end of the day, everything that is happening is about us, Yasharel. America is a problem because America got to have a permanent slave class or serf class, and that's us. And they got to keep us oppressed because we can't cry out to the Most High. Because if we wake up, if enough of us wake up, our daddy is coming to fight for us. So they got to keep us brain dead. We got to listen to Chris Brown and Future and Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. We gotta you know talk about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. We gotta talk about all these racial issues. Not that racism isn't a problem, but they ain't gonna fix it because it's us. We the people. They know we the people. They ain't never gonna do recompense. They're never going to make us whole. And so the Most High is going to have to come and exact justice and do recompense, make them give us what they owe us. That's a given. So, as long as we're distracted with those things, they're happy. They love, no, we ain't giving y'all reparations. No, we're not doing nothing for y'all. They love that because that lets them know that we're still focused on them in this system and not the Most High. So I don't even concern myself with racism, anti-racism. All I'm concerned about now is the Most High coming and doing justice on our behalf. But we have to get ourselves together in order to, set the atmosphere so that He can see that we're repentant, we are remorseful, we are sincere, and we're serious about getting back to the law, statutes, and commandments He created just for us that other people stole and manipulated and made a mockery of and kept from us. So we have our own work to do. Just like this video said, we got to be our own journalists. We have to be our own reporters. We have to do our own research and figure out the truth because we're not going to get the truth just engaging in the things that are set before us. So continue to seek truth, continue to get out of those cities, continue to prepare because bad things are coming. Continue to try to wake up people around you, because we can't live in this society alone. It's going to take a lot of people. You talking about taking a village? It's going to take a village. And so you need to be connecting with like-minded people who can see what's coming down the pipe now. And most importantly, you need to dumb down your life. You know, change your diet, eat less, dumb down, get dumb phones, get rid of these smart televisions in your home. Get rid of all this tech, these gadgets, smart television, smart dishwasher, smart TV, smart stove, anything that you can get rid of that can, be the police, hook up to Wi-Fi and tell on you. It needs to be out your house. You should treat it as if it is an informant. It got to go. So think about how you can avoid the digitalization of your life as much as possible. And if you have already done that, you should try to undo it quickly. Because Fed currency is coming on, this new system is coming on in July. And I suspect between now and then, or maybe a little after, the system is going to collapse and then all hell is going to break loose. So while you have time, continue to prepare, pray, and ask for forgiveness. What is coming on this earth is going to be something no one has ever seen before. And so for those of us with eyes to see and ears to hear, we need to take heed to the warnings. They've already shown us what they're going to do, what their plans are. So we need to act like we know and act accordingly. All right, please like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Also, subscribe to my Rumble and Odyssey channels in the event this channel is taken down because the powers that be hate us knowing and telling the truth. All right, good people, I am out.